Then I saw another beast coming out of the earth. He was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that it could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. He also forced everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on his right hand or on his forehead, so that no one could buy or sell unless he had the mark, which is the name of the beast, or the number of his name. This calls for wisdom. If anyone has insight, let him calculate the number of the beast, for it is man's number. His number is 666.
If anyone worships the beast and his image, and receives his mark on the forehead or on the hand, he too will drink of the wine of God's fury, which has been poured full strength into the cup of his wrath. He will be tormented with burning sulfur in the presence of the holy angels and of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment rises forever and ever. There is no rest, day or night, for those who worship the beast and his image, or for anyone who receives the mark of his name.
There is a lot of speculation on how this will all turn out, but you can be sure of this. Anyone who gets the mark of the beast, 666, is doomed. There is no turning back.
Hey people, I was watching Mike and Kim's video the other night, and it got me thinking. They were discussing about a lot of the missed prophecies of Watchtower. I'm not going to go into their content. You're going to have to watch that for yourselves. But as they were going on about it, talking about the only prophecy left is the cry of peace and security. Now, they had mentioned it, and I thought the same thing when I was still in. It seemed to me that they were kind of going from point A to Z in one leap and missing out a whole lot. And it got me thinking about a lot of the things that they have missed. I mean, they go right from the peace and security to the Great Tribulation, right into the New World. Bible chronologically doesn't work that way. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied today. Doesn't quite work that way. What is the one thing, as a JW, that you've never, ever, ever heard them talk about? As a matter of fact, to my recollection, I have never heard a public talk about it. I have barely even seen it touched on in one piece of literature. It's never been discussed at any of the meetings, and that would be the mark of the beast. Now, I've heard JWs discuss it amongst themselves, but never once have I heard it mentioned at the podium. The one and only time I've seen it in the literature was in the Revelation's Grand Climax. This was back when I was studying. And they had watered it down to made a claim that it was nothing more than a political party card. I hated to disagree with them, but no, it is not a political party card. Even your average Joe would know that the mark of the beast would have to be something a little bit more permanent than a political party card. But this is what they were saying, and I started questioning it way back then, and this was back in 2006, 2007, I believe it was. I started questioning it then. I probably should have just packed up and left at that point in time. Now, with everything going on, you think Watchtower will be putting out a little bit more warning if they are the faithful and discreet slave, which they're really not. I mean, one thing that's going on right now, it's all about compliance. First, it was stay at home, don't leave your house. JWs, they follow the rules without question. They're sheeple. Then it was wear a mask. Now everybody's wearing a mask. Then you got to stay, 6 feet apart from everybody else. Little by little, people are complying to the most ridiculous things going. What's going to be next? Thing is, now we got this vaccine that's supposedly going to be ready by this fall. I'm guessing between September and December it'll probably be ready. Whether or not this is the mark of the beast or not, I can't say. I don't know. But it is a lead up to it. If everybody is noticing, everybody is agreeing to a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. But the thing is, people on the outside are more educated on what's going on than the JWs are. The thing is, JW's got that mindset that unless they hear it come from the governing body, it's not important. And yet the governing body's not telling them squat. And that's a sorry thing. The thing is, though, the governing body and Watchtower in general, being that they were NGO members of the United Nations, knows a little bit more than they're claiming to. No, my guess is when it comes down to it, and for anyone who's wondering if they'll be tricked into taking this mark, whatever it is, whether it's the vaccine or something following it, no, there'll be no deceit there. Everybody will know full well what it is. Everybody will know full well what they're getting into. The sorry thing is, I'm really believing that Watchtower will give Jehovah's Witnesses the green light to take it, when everybody on the outside knows full well what it is. I don't know, to me, Watchtower has always been very deceitful. They touch on the ridiculous things as far as becoming an online religion, and that's all they're going to be. Excuse me 1 second, guys, there's a train coming. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Anyways, but the thing is, Watchtower is not getting Jehovah's Witnesses ready for what they should be getting them ready for. All they're doing is complying. They're getting them ready to move here, to move here, to move here. But in all honesty, when it comes down to the mark of the beast, whatever that may be, whether it is a serum, whether it is a microchip, whatever it is coming down the line, we're all going to know what it is. Now, JWs may question it, but if Watchtower gives them the green light to take it, they will blindly take it. In all honesty, anybody who's still in the organization at this point in time and even knows it's a lie, if they're comfortable with staying there, there's not a thing you can do to get them out. They're more comfortable with the lie than they are knowing the truth. Me, I don't like to be lied to. I don't like to be bullshitted. I like to know the truth. I like to know what's going on. And I did notice while I was a JW, information was a little bit too select. No, you definitely do have to do your research outside the organization because, let's face it, according to you watch my last few videos, you know that they changed their history at a drop of a hat. But after watching Mike Kim's video, that got me thinking about that. And I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But this is the one thing that the Jehovah's Witnesses and Watchtower have never talked about, and it has never been a public talk or anything. Anyways, guys, that's all I got today. I'm extremely tired today. If I look kind of beat up, it's been a rough few weeks. And if I'm a little tongue-tied, I apologize. Anyways, guys, if anybody has heard otherwise, if anybody has ever heard a public talk referring to the mark of the beast, let me know in the comment section, and I'll be seeing you soon.